Welcome back to the channel, everybody. You're watching Feet in the Dirt Outdoors. Yeah, we tried to add a little flavor to the channel last night, but things didn't go quite as planned. If you thought that my luck was bad with the wind blowing me around in the kayak or my fishing lines getting tangled up, you ain't seen nothing yet. Stick around. I'll be back right after this. And I think that you'll get a kick out of this one. Something I have never done before is called stealth camping. We hadn't even got out of the car yet to get over there, and somebody's already walked over to the hunting blinds where I'll be staying tonight, and he's already opened up the doors on them and looked inside of them. And I think I looked it up online, and they're open till 9:30. There's looks like some employees coming now, so I need to put this phone down and this light down. All we gotta do now is just wait for the employees to leave from over here at Tractor Supply, and we'll make our run for it. So one employee just locked the doors and he's getting in his vehicle, but we got a pickup truck pulled up here, and it looks like some kind of bus, some kind of boondocking bus is pulled up right in front of me here. I don't know what that's all about. And then we got these people that just pulled up in front of Bill's that look like they're hanging out. So we are stuck here until all this mess moves out. Well, y'all, if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. My first stealth camp, and I can't even get out of the vehicle and get to where I'm trying to get to, which is right over there, because of that parked right there. Everybody has left, all employees are gone, and I get a bus with a family parked right in front of me, holding me captive inside my own vehicle. You can't make it up. You cannot make this up. I can't tell you how big this town is and all the parking lots that they have to choose from, and they had to pick right in front of me tonight of all nights. I'm contemplating maybe parking on the other side and come up from behind, but I don't want to take the chance of them seeing me go in there. That's the whole point. And they have a clear view with their mirrors, and like I said, there's a whole family inside that bus. They can easily see me walking straight to that hunting blind from the back side. So I don't want to take that chance of being seen. So until then, what do? Call it off, or do I try to wait them out? They're sitting there enjoying their cell phone, smoking a cigarette, and just enjoying life, and I'm sitting here sweating to death and miserable because if I start the car, the headlights come on and they'll see me sitting here. I don't really know what to do at this point, y'all. I really don't know what to do at this point. One thing's for sure, my first stealth camp is starting off with a bang. Welcome back, everybody. So yeah, things didn't go as planned last night, so I've decided to come to Pickwick Landing State Park. This is called the Circle area. It's where people come to swim and fish, and there's a volleyball court. We're gonna take a walk down here and show you some of this stuff. But there's my friend right here, my buddy, my little squirrel friend. He's got an ear that folds over. So we brought some peanuts. We're gonna feed the squirrels. Look at him. Let me put my camera on him. Hello, buddy. Hello, buddy. You see his little ear? I got some peanuts for you. Let's get some peanuts for him. Look at him. He's on guard. He's like, you got something for me? Come here. Look at him. Come here. Got some peanuts. There you go. There you go. Nope. Bless his little heart. So yeah, we're gonna, I brought some grapes. I googled, and apparently there's like 1 million geese out here, so apparently geese like grapes, seedless grapes. Yeah, we're gonna walk around and feed the wildlife and make some kind of video out of this, since things didn't go right for us last night. Yeah, I tried to add a little flavor to the channel, but yeah, just wasn't meant to be. So we're gonna enjoy nature out here today. Hope you enjoyed the video. So we've moved down just a little ways from where the squirrel was. I'm sure there's plenty more down here, but there's some geese not down here on this point where I'm headed, but I know there's plenty more over there. I got a bag full of grapes here. I've been eating on them myself, but I'm just gonna walk out here to this point and see how beautiful this lake is over here. And this may be a spot that I may come back and do some catfishing later on. So we're going to use this as an opportunity to look at some fishing spots. The big old crane. I spooked him. Yeah, look at all those geese right there, y'all. A whole bunch of them right there. I didn't know they were over there. I'd have probably walked down that way first. So I'm gonna walk back around. I walked over here to the point, but it's all grown up with all these reeds right here, and there's really not a place to fish over there. You could probably fish right there, but we're gonna go ahead and walk around to the other side where these geese are, and hopefully they'll trust me enough to feed them some grapes. Let's go. Okay, so we're over here around here where these geese are. I'm coming up on them now. I hope they don't get spooked. If they just give me a chance to throw some grapes out there, they might trust me. I'm gonna stop at this table right here and launch a few grapes out their way. See what happens. They're not being too trustworthy at the moment. I better hurry up. Well, the grapes are just sinking to the bottom, and they're just running from them, so yeah, I'm trying to throw them as far as I can, but it's scaring them more than anything. I finally got one of them to eat a grape. I was able to throw it out there far enough, but most of them are getting scared off. Come here, guys. There they go. Finally eating them. Don't run off. I got a whole bag of grapes right here. Well, they're eating them now. When they figure out what I got, maybe they'll trust me a little more. Here. Oh yeah. Come get you some grapes. That one's looking at me. Well, that didn't last long. Some kid seen me feeding them and he come running over here. Now he's gonna scare them. He done got in that car, so maybe they'll go on. Alright, I'm gonna try to throw some more grapes. So all I know to do is just throw them towards them, and if they eat them, they eat them. I don't want one of them to chase me, that's for sure. Y'all eat them grapes I throwed over here. That one's eating one right there. He's eating one. Let me go get some more. Let me go get some more. So yeah, last night my boy said, I think you gave in too early. You let them run you off. Well, I had to work this morning and I couldn't just sit there all night long. I sat there till 11 p.m. and then people just were not going to leave. So here, I sat there as long as I could. I just couldn't sit there all night waiting on them people to leave, because I had to get up and go to work. So I needed to get in there and get to filming. So anyway, I just don't know if the stealth thing is for me. I don't know if it's for this channel, because it's just not working out. Always seems to be something that happens. So I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. What in the world? Y'all let me know in the comments if you think I should try stealth camping again, or just stick to what I do best. Fishing and camping and feeding animals, I reckon. If this kind of thing is entertaining enough, I need to know. If I need to step it up and do some stealth camping, then I'll see what I can do. Boy, that Jeep looks good over there. But yeah, I couldn't sit out there all night waiting on those people to leave. So I had to make an executive decision and go on to the house, because I had to get up at 4:30. I took my work clothes with me. So I was going to be able to get up and get my work clothes on and go to work. But I couldn't sit there all night and film all night long and not get any sleep. So I had to call it at some point. And you know, it's called stealth camping. You know, there was a chance that they would have seen me. And that's going against the whole point of a stealth camp, is somebody seeing you. You're trying to get away with something without nobody seeing you. So anyway, that's the moral of that story. But I'm gonna stay out here and enjoy feeding these geese for a little while, and I may go back and feed the squirrels a little more. But I also brought something to eat, and we're gonna fix that up for you here in a minute. I got a whole big old batch of grapes here I'm gonna throw out there to them. They can just fight over them. Here you go. Have at it. A whole bunch of grapes. Get after it. That big one right there, he's standing there watching me like, I dare you. I dare you, big boy. I'm the one feeding you. Don't look at me in that tone of voice. Eat your grapes and hush. So this right here is a fairly new area that they've built, because they host a lot of pro bass tournaments here. And this area here is where they do all the weigh-ins. And they got a nice dock that they've put in over here. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. I bet you there's some good fishing around this dock. I bet a man can catch a few bluegill up underneath this dock. This is the first time I've ever gone out here. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, I'd be willing to bet you can catch some bluegill around these docks. A lot of people fish over there, around that dock, over in that little cove area. There's some people fishing over there now. But as we all know, the bluegill like to hang around docks, especially underneath when it's hot. Man, I'd give anything to have something like that, just to live on it. That is beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, somebody going out there on that dock over there to fish. I'm gonna have to come back over here and fish sometime. What do y'all think? They stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door. George Jones. Somebody lost a float or something over here. I like them old country songs. A lot of people don't know, but I got an uncle, Charles Seals, Chuck Seals they called him. I went to Nashville back when I was dabbling around in country music, and he took me out down Music Row. That's back when old Gillies and the old Bull and all that had out there. And he, no matter what bar, country bar he walked into, it doesn't matter how young or old the band was, they all knew him. And they'd all call him up there and introduce who he was. And he co-wrote the old country song Crazy Arms. I believe it come out in '62. And I think he's in the Country Music Hall of Fame as far as songwriters go, because that was one of the most... Oh man, there goes a deer. Good Lord. Look, another one. Another two. That's 3 I seen run across the park. I wonder if we walk down that way, if we can intercept them. Let's go down this way. Anyway, he, Chuck Seals, co-wrote Crazy Arms. And he took me out for breakfast at the Denny's down there. He had a recording studio. And he took me out to Denny's. As soon as he walked in, he was known for his cowboy hat. As soon as he walked in, they knew exactly what he wanted, because I guess that's where he ate breakfast every morning. But you can look him up, Chuck Seals, and he was co-writer of Crazy Arms. Oh, there's the deer up on the walking path. Little bitty baby deer. They're right up there on the walking path. I'm gonna stop talking. I don't know if y'all could see them, but they're right up there on the walking path. That's as probably close as we're going to be able to get to them. I have to tell you, that's the first time I've seen deer on this park like this. Wow, that's pretty cool. The mama deer was running in front of them, and then they followed her. Anyway, it's pretty neat to be able to walk down Music Row with old Chuck. We went in, I think back then the Holiday Inn over by the airport was really hopping. That bar was hopping back then. This has been many years ago. And the band, they asked him if I was a singer. He said, yeah, we're fixing to record some songs with him. And we were at that time. He ended up passing away, and I just shut it down after that. But they wanted me to get up and sing some songs with him. I sang a couple, just a couple. It was fun. And of course, they wanted me to sing Crazy Arms. And I did. But I gave up singing. Just kind of lost the heart for it, I guess. Fell out of love with it. I don't know. Now my voice is terrible. Crazy arms that reach to hold somebody new. For my yearning heart keeps saying, you're not mine. But someday these crazy arms will hold somebody new. And that's why I'm lonely all the time. It smells fishy around here. Anyway, I'm getting hungry, y'all. They say we go, I brought what I was going to eat last night on the stealth camp. So let's go fix that and let's eat. Some of y'all might recognize this spot. This is where I came and filmed the po' boy fish sandwich video. I walked down there, down that trail, and fished off the bank. But we're gonna sit here and enjoy our supper for tonight. So let me get everything ready and get it out, and we'll get to cooking supper. Well, we're not cooking nothing, it's already pre-cooked. Got some Star-Kissed Bold Tuna Creations jalapeno. We got some jalapeno crisps. Got some mayonnaise Hellmann's. We got some Sweet Heat jalapeno slices and carb-friendly tortillas. We are gonna make us some sort of a tuna burrito. I know, but hey, a man gotta do what a man's got to do. We're gonna take a thing of this tuna here. We're gonna do this one at a time. Prop that up against that there. Open the water. Should have already, ooh, good catch. I should have already opened this stuff, but it's all brand new. Just bought it yesterday. Like I said, this was going to be last night's supper in the stealth camp. We're going to squirt some mayonnaise inside this little packet. Let's see. I know I've got some more stuff here. Wet towel. Oh, Tabasco sauce. Oh yeah. Got a spoon, well, fork, it'll work. So I'm gonna mix that in right here in this little packet. I'm gonna mix that mayonnaise in with the tuna. Now this is enough to probably make one burrito. Alright, this is just a quick meal, a quick easy meal. You don't have to cook nothing. And see, the thing was, I was gonna make this last night in that hunting blind. And I didn't want to, you know, take a fire or have any kind of a stove in there or anything like that. I didn't want to cook no burgers or anything, because I didn't want them to say, hey man, you're going to have to buy this now because it smells like cheeseburgers in here. And nobody else is going to want to buy it with it smelling like that. So I brought something that I wouldn't have to cook. This is what it was going to be last night, but as you can see from the video, that wasn't happening. So we're going to go in with some of these jalapenos. Now these are sweet, spicy jalapenos. We're gonna mix them in with it. Get us out a tortilla. And y'all, I'll just be honest with you, I'm tired. I was up late, I didn't sleep good. I haven't been sleeping good lately. My nerves have been completely shot for reasons I just keep to myself at this point. And so I'm keeping this as simple as possible. I'm not going to change my video angle up too much on this one. Actually, I've been doing it probably more than I'm in the mood to, but I hope y'all are enjoying it anyway. For those of y'all that's not from Tennessee, I hope this gives you a little something different than where you're from. That's what it's all about, is exploring this great country, this wonderful vast world that we live in, and that I'm just here to share it with you. I mean, I'm on a journey just as much as you are watching it, honestly. I'm gonna put a little bit more mayonnaise in there. It's a little dry, and a little Tabasco to make it a little bit spicier. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I like Tabasco. And I love these right here. These jalapeno crisps. I get these at Kroger. It's kind of like dried jalapenos. Let's just fold it up and see what we got here. What do you think? I ain't gonna lie. That is good. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't say that. As soon as that hit my tongue, as soon as that hit the taste buds, all them flavors just boom. That's good. That's real good. If y'all, I highly recommend trying this. I'm not even joking. Quick and easy. You seen how long it took to make? Jalapeno, Tuna Creations, bold flavor. And I just put everything in the packet and mixed it all up. Sweet heat jalapeno slices. Got all this at Kroger's. And just some regular Hellmann's mayonnaise. Some of these crisps in there, and you know, whether you like Tabasco or not, to me that just sets the flavor off in everything it goes on. And that's hearty, that's filling, that's good. So, I heard that YouTube, I can't remember when the starting date is, but it's coming up soon. They have made it more difficult now for small channels like myself to become monetized. Of course, anything I get involved in has to all of a sudden become more difficult. Maybe, I'm just hoping maybe, like I said, I'm not trying to be famous by any means. I don't care if I walk the streets and not a single person recognizes me. That has nothing to do with it. All I'm wanting is for my channel to get big enough to get monetized to where when I do decide to retire, that it brings in a small supplemental income for me. That's it. That's all I'm hoping for. But YouTube is going to make that more difficult now, because you have to have a certain amount of followers, which I think that's staying the same. That's you got to reach 1,000. I think the last time I looked a few minutes ago was 184, so I'm a long way from 1,000. But I'm going to keep plugging away. I'm going to keep trying. There's times where I want to quit and say the heck with it, I'll never get there, but you never know when that one video just might go viral and boom, 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 boom. That happened to me on TikTok years ago. I hit a video I never thought in a million years, and it went viral, and I had almost 10 million. I believe it was 10 million views. And the amount of followers, I got up to like almost 50,000. But for circumstances that I don't care to explain right now, I deleted all my social media, and that was one of them. But so it just takes one video, and so that's why I just keep plugging away. But anyway, they have also increased, they doubled the amount of view hours. I believe it was 4,000. And I'm a long way from that. Just 4,000 I'm a long way from, but they've doubled it to 8,000 now. So very disheartening. Almost made me want to throw in the towel when I read that. But I'm not going to do it, because like I said, it just takes one video and I could surpass all of those requirements. And while you're sitting here watching me eat, I'm just going to keep talking. There's a lot of things that I think about talking about, and I always forget, and I'll do it again on this video. I always remember once I get home and I get the video edited and I rewatch it and I think, man, why didn't I just forget. I was going to start writing all this stuff down, but I feel like if I do that, then the video is not authentic. I like to just talk what comes to my mind, film what comes to mind or whatever I see. I don't like anything planned or scripted. as much as possible. I'm not going to say that I don't go through all this over my head, in my head all week, because I do. Because I want to at least have some sort of, you know, you know, I need to know where I'm going. I can't just come out here all willy-nilly. I need to know what I'm going to be doing, or what I'm going to be filming, or what I'd like to film, or what I'm going to say. But I get to rambling, and then I forget what I was going to say. I'm hoping there's 2 or 3, maybe 3 YouTube influencers that kind of do the same thing I do, maybe just a little different, that I would love to, you know, do a video with and collaborate with them. But they're so far ahead of me. I watch their videos religiously. Even if I don't particularly care for every video, I still watch them religiously because I just enjoy them. And they're so far ahead of me, and my channel's so small they wouldn't give me the time of day. And I know that. But it's still out there. I hold on to that hope that maybe someday. And I'm willing to travel, you know. One of them lives up in Nebraska, Crazy Quady. I watch his stuff, and he just goes to campsites and camps out of the back of his truck. He's got a van. Now he's got a little Bronco. He's got a rooftop camper. Check his channel out, Crazy Quady. And yeah, I would in a heartbeat take a weekend and drive up there and do one with him. But I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future, maybe. I would feel bad because my channel's so small, there's nothing I would be able to offer them. I mean, a few people would subscribe to his channel if they're not already, but it wouldn't be like, you know, life-altering amount of followers. Now, his channel has several 100,000, so like, yeah, it would completely be life-altering for my channel. So, yeah, I'd feel a little guilty that my channel wasn't big enough. This is my favorite coconut pineapple ice drink, sugar-free, 0 sugar. This is my all-time favorite flavor, and this is my last one. I need to go buy some more, but because it's my favorite flavor, apparently it's everybody's favorite flavor, and so it's very hard to find in the stores. And it's been in my backpack since last night's failed video attempt. So it is not cold whatsoever, but I still enjoy the flavor. I'm gonna shut this camera off for just a minute while I fix me another one. Oh, my yearning heart keeps saying you're not mine. Check it out. I decided to get up and walk around a little bit. And y'all, this is it. If you don't like spicy things, this is probably a little too spicy. You might want to not put the well, I mean, it's got the jalapeno tuna and it's got the jalapenos in it, so it's pretty spicy. If you don't like spicy things, so I caution you on that. If you like spicy things, it's not that bad. I'm gonna take a walk down here back where I fished and made that fishing video. Gotta be careful about the snakes. I don't do good with snakes. I got about halfway down there and my battery went dead, so I had to go back up there to my little backpack and get me out a new battery. I am so glad I ordered those extra batteries, because now I don't have to carry with me a power bank or anything like that to waste time charging. But you probably saw my fingers there. I am holding the GoPro. I didn't put the little mount, the holding stick back on it. That's too lazy, I reckon. Too much in a hurry to get down here. Ooh, spider web. Dadgum, about walked right into that sucker. Golly, I need to get me a stick. Oh, alright. I was looking down because I'm more looking for snakes. Because man, them snakes, they blend in. They blend in with the ground out here. And so you got to be real careful about that. I've seen videos where people have just walked right by them and stepped on them. But this is far down as I'm going to go. This right here, y'all, got this little pointing stick. This right here is where I filmed the po' boy fish sandwich video. And I had talked about how I didn't have much room for many camera angles because I didn't have much room for my tripod. There's one spot right there, just that little spot right there, that my little tripod would sit. But at that time, I don't think I had my other clamp on holder. So I could have clamped it on that root there, or I could have clamped it on any branch or anything like that, but I didn't have it at the time. So I was thankful for what I had at the time. Now, over there, right there on that side of the bank, you see the sailboat. Okay, well right there next to that, to the left of the sailboat, right up there is a cabin. There's a cabin up there. They rent cabins here, and if I was going to rent one, that would be the spot that I would get, because right there on that corner, I believe that's the last cabin on that road, and you can walk right down to that point there, and it's concrete. There's a concrete wall there, or brick wall, a rock wall, and then a concrete down below that, and you could fish or put your feet in the water. If I was going to rent a cabin, that's where I'd go. But this place is so close to home, I just don't see the point in renting a cabin here. But if you ever wanted to come here, that would be the cabin I would get. Alright, we're going to walk back up here. And we're going to clean up and pack up and get ready to get out of here and head home. That sun's starting to go down, and I do have to be to work in the morning, so I've still got to get home and edit this video and download it to YouTube. Alright, y'all, I reckon that's gonna do it for this one. Sorry I couldn't make it happen with the stealth camping. Like I said, if you'd like to see me do something like that in the future, let me know down in the comments, please. I sure do appreciate it. And as always, I appreciate each and every one of you for watching my videos. I appreciate each and every one of you who have subscribed, if you haven't already, and you enjoyed this nonsense, this content that I've put out today. Or if you've watched any of my other videos, please hit the subscribe button. And if you've watched this video, I noticed I get a lot of views, but I have very few likes. If you watch the video, reach over and please hit that like button for me. It really helps out the channel. It helps the algorithm. Comments help, good or bad. Everything helps. Any interaction I get on my videos helps my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Truly do. Thank y'all, and we'll see you on the next adventure.